The direct select or white arrow tool will allow you to manipulate single points. I'm going to shrink this layers panel a little bit and zoom in to get a little bit closer of a look. Next, I'm going to select the white arrow tool or the direct select tool, and I'm going to hover over these shapes. As you hover over it, you notice that an outline of the path shows. If I hover over the joints, these anchor points show up. I can click on one of these anchor points, and then I can click and drag the anchor point to where I want it to be. I'm going to repeat this for the rest of these points. You'll notice that each point moves by itself. If you want to move multiple points, you can click a point, hold Shift, click another point, hold Shift, click another point, and then let go of Shift and click and drag, and it will move all of the points that you have selected at the same time. I'm going to hit Command Z to undo that. On the second shape, we're going to do a similar thing where we select an individual point, but then we're going to select some of these points, and it's going to give us these handles. We can grab the individual handle and it will move the shape so we can see an outline of where the shape will go. We want to match that with the outline seen in the background. Some of these handles can be moved individually. If we select over here on this right hand section of the shape, these handles will move together. Now another thing that the direct select tool with a white arrow will allow you to do is move objects that have been grouped together. If we have the black arrow selected and select one of these objects groups down here, you can notice that they're grouped together and they move together. I'm going to hit Command Z to undo that. If we click off this group and select the white arrow, we can now come down and select the circle, and then we can click and drag that circle independent from the group. We can then grab the rectangle and do the same, and we can grab the square and move it also. All three matching the outline in the background. Now it gets a little bit harder when you're working with an object that only has an outline or a stroke and no fill. I'm going to come and delete this or exit out of this artboard so that I can see everything a little bit better. Now I can select this circle and it will give me that point. Now I can hold down Shift and I can select each one of these points, and then I can click and drag and move it. Set it and undo that for a second. If I only grab one point and try to move it, or one section of that path and try to move it, it will manipulate that circle. Another quicker way of grabbing that whole shape is to uncheck everything, hold down Option, and click the path. That should select all of the points on that path. Then I can click and drag it to where I want it to be. Once again, hold down Option, click the path, unclick Option, click and drag to where it needs to be. Once again, hold down Option, click path, click and drag to match the outline shown in the background. That's a basic overview of how to use the direct selection tool.